What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're talking Cricket Australia, and the question is, are they on the same mentality that they were when Sandpapergate hit the world by storm? If you don't know what Sandpapergate was, it is when Australia toured South Africa a couple of years ago, and that Cameron got caught with the sandpaper, rubbing it against the ball that was in his pocket. Obviously this led to the banning of him, as well as leadership team in Steve Smith and David Warner. They were obviously banned for a little bit longer, and it hit the world by storm. There was controversy, there was people resigning. Former coach Darren Lehman did the same thing. There was a lot of disruption in that time in Cricket Australia, but they had bounced back and recovered. David Warner returned with a bang, as well as Steve Smith. Now the boys are making headlines yet again, but this time it's only Steve Smith with now current Australian captain Tim Paine. Now in the news for sledging, as well as Steve Smith doing a little bit of a rake with his foot on the cricket pitch. Now there's many who can debate this moment, whether you agree or disagree. Sledging is one thing. You know, it happens in cricket. Cricket is known for sledging. The Aussies are known for sledging. Whether it's the crowd, whether it's the players, they are known for it. It's part of cricket. Especially when you get to the Ashes, you see the intensity, the aggression levels. And I don't mind it. I honestly don't. I think sledging in cricket is a good way to ruffle up your teammates. But when you go too far, it really gets much. Now Tim Paine and the Indian batsman were having a little go at each other. Tim Paine obviously egging him on, talking about selection and all that. And the Indian batsman went back for Tim Paine. And it was a good comeback. It was a comeback that pretty much silenced Tim Paine, which obviously got him rattled. But then Tim Paine had to go the extra mile and use foul language. Now we remember this in the England test when the English wicketkeeper Josh Buttler, if I'm not mistaken, went for Vernon Philander. Now what gets me with these guys, especially when you're in a leadership role, and especially being a keeper, you know that there's a stump mic right by you. I'm all for banter, like I said, but when you use foul language and start getting a little personal with your opponents, it just gets unnecessary. Banter can be banter in a sportsmanship way, in a respectful way. You obviously want to do it to ruffle your batsman, to get him caught off guard, and to just stir the pot a bit. But there's no need for personal comments. And a lot of the talk is saying why Australia on this mode, maybe in where they were a few years back, is because they abuse an opponent one day and then they're sorry the next. Why do it in the first place if you're going to push the boundaries and get limits? Now a lot of people will probably say harden up, get used to it, this is what sport is all about. But you know, they're very good at winding people up, and I've seen way worse. I mean, I'll never forget Michael Clarke and James Anderson. James Anderson was batting for England and Michael Clarke was going at him, and the language there was also quite foul. But when you're a captain and you've got a stump mic and your job is also being questioned, because not too long ago people were talking about Steve Smith making his return as captain. Whether that's a good decision or not, we'll leave it to Cricket Australia. But it was in the drama, so he needs to watch his back. He's currently batting right now at the time of this recording and not out. He needs to put on a score to just silence the critics. Now he has apologised, and I know Justin Langer has defended him. But you know what? Do your banter, do your sledging, but do it in a little bit of more respectable way. And that brings me to Steve Smith's incident. Now Steve Smith was caught raking with his foot, and obviously the boys have studs. Now doing this in a way, you know what? It was not illegal. There's no rule against it. When I grew up playing cricket, be it varsity or in school, the umpire made it a strict rule. You're not allowed to be on the pitch, no matter what. And you get into groot ka if you do. So for me, as a guy with leadership knowledge, like Steve Smith, who's already been in the shit before because of previous instances of raking or scratching a ball with sandpaper. Those kind of things you shouldn't be doing, especially when Steve Smith is trying to recover his image. And you know what? The smallest thing you can do like that is taking the world by storm. And now it's affecting his mental health. It's affecting his cricket. He went out for 35 and he's very angry. He's very upset. You know what? Those kind of things you shouldn't be doing. Especially once again, you're doing it and you can see there's no one around him, but yet he's got a camera mic right up to his leg, which we can see it clearly. Now, I mean, it's those kind of things where you need to think logically. Is he marking his spot for the batsman, for him as a batsman? Is he trying to move or even out the crease so the batsman who made his mark is now confused and is now rattled? That's a possibility. Or is he just simply doing it for the sake of doing it? Because let's face it, if a bowler bowls in that place where he raked the foot on the crease, you're going to get smashed for a six, because it'll probably be a full toss. A Yorker is before the crease. So I don't think it's as serious as the world's making it, and he shouldn't have done it, especially with his resume of the past history. But I don't think the world should be killing him and taking it by giving him so much crap just because of it. And all of this is giving more fuel to the fire when England take on Australia in the Ashes next. So for me, move forward, move on. These things happen, but I don't think we should be over-exaggerating. Oh, Australia got the same mentality? Maybe. But I think they've got a little bit of a wake-up call now after this incident has taken place. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on this specific topic. Do you think it is rubbish, or is it valid? That's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.